Coach?
Well, obviously a very tough loss for us, especially having a 10-point lead with, what was it, about 7 minutes left? 7-11. And I thought we had it again, though, on the foul on the three. I don't know how much time. Well, I think we had 10 even later than that, but I could be wrong. And that was a tough play for us because we played a great defensive possession, and they ended up calling a foul on Lamar late in the shot clock. I mean, it was late from deep three. But, you know, give them credit. Holmesley played great. I mean, Holmesley gets 30 points on us. You look at his shooting percentage. He's 10 for 16. Really shot it well from 3, 5 for 11. I think the rest of their team, when you look at it, was like 14 for 38 or 36, something like that. So we did a good job, you know, for the most part. Too many threes, though. The first half, when we had the lead, they came back with threes off of penetration, which is something, you know, we expected. I mean, half their shots today almost were threes, just under half. But credit them, you know, they were down 10, and, you know, they did a good job to fight to come back. And, you know, we had some opportunities around the rim, around the goal in the first half and in the second half that, you know, we didn't finish. But, you know, it's just a tough pill, tough one to swallow, especially the way we had that lead late in the game.
All right, we'll open up to questions for the student athletes. Just put your hand up. Go on the left, just name and affiliation on the first go-around. Oh, either one.
Tyler Horka, Clarion Ledger. Q, it seemed like you really had your game tonight. You were aggressive and making your free throws. When you have your game working like that, how frustrating and, like Coach said, how tough of a pill is it to swallow when you play that well and ultimately your career ends on a game like that?
I mean, I just give the credit to my teammates. I mean, we all came out and played hard. Me and Lamar had it going, and the team, I think we played a great game. So, I mean, I'm good with the season. I mean, the career I had at Mississippi State.
Stay right there.
Brian Haydad, Super Talk, Mississippi. Q, up 10 with about, 5 minutes to go. Just what happened in that sequence to let the game get away from y'all?
I mean, we had a lot of mistakes on defense, and I think we took some questionable shots. But, I mean, I love these guys, and I do the same thing over again with them.
On the left, third row.
Logan Lowry, Daily Journal. Lamar, kind of the same question. Just, you know, you're up 10, and what happened down the stretch in your opinion?
Felt like when me and Q picked up our 4 fouls, it kind of made us play a timid offense, so it made us settle for threes because we didn't want to just go in out of control and draw a charge. So it made us play a little timid. And I felt like we should have just got better ball movement, but I take our responsibility for that because I'm the point guard, so I'm supposed to, you know, run the team and make sure we get the ball flowing instead of us just settling, because I felt like we had the game in control until we picked up those fouls, and it made us play a little timid.
Front row.
Lamar, I saw you towards the end of the game as they went in for that foul. Braxton went down for the foul and got fouled on the layup. You just kind of crouched down. And what was going through your head in that moment? And to that point, also, what was working for you tonight?
At that moment, I was just thinking about the season ending. Like, my last time playing with Q and Eric and TJ Grace, so it's like a lot going through my mind, processing a lot at that time. And, you know, also I missed the shot. You know, I felt like it was going to go in. So it all hurt because like, it's a hard pill to swallow because we put in so much work coming into this moment. And I felt like we played hard. It's just a few mental breakdowns that we could have controlled. But I had a fun time with these guys, and I love them too.
On the left.
Robert, as a freshman playing on this stage, and Q and Lamar have worked so long to get to this stage. You're a freshman. How encouraging is it for this, you know, to build off of this from this point on?
First, I would like to thank God for this opportunity, but just building off of it, you know, Q, Lamar, Eric, they have been great leaders to this team. They've motivated us well as teaching the young guys, the freshmen, on how to control ourselves and how to stay consistent throughout the season. So just going through the season with them, we've learned a lot, and we're just going to use these games as teaching lessons to move forward.
Front row. Oh, I thought you had one. Okay. Anything else? I think we're good with the players. We'll excuse them, and we'll have questions for Coach. No? Anything? Okay, there we go. Left side.
Ben, how pleased, what was your thought on the shot selection over the last stretch? You only made one of the last 10 shots that you put up from the field. What were your thoughts on the shot selection?
Yeah, we took a couple outside shots that were probably ill-advised, and listening to Lamar, I'm sure that was, going through their minds a little bit, having foul trouble there late, not wanting to pick up their. And like Q had one at the rim that was actually a missed shot, but it was a great shot, and he just missed it, playing through contact. We had. It worked. I mean, it was about, the worst both ways. I mean, we were getting some bad defense possessions down there. And I think fatigue, hurt us today. There's no question, because we had to play small. They're a matchup where, Holmesley's a 4. It's really a 3. So you're trying to match up with him. So I'm playing Robert most of his minutes today, whereas a 4-man, and there was no one to spell the other 3. And in a game like this, that was tough. And, the fouls really bothered us down the stretch, because you stop the clock and they're scoring from the line. I'll watch the film over in terms of our shot selection. And I thought we got a little anxious, probably because, we had that 10-point lead, and you're seeing it just – and I had used our timeouts. I used one of them just to, get us there to where we could, try to finish the game and still have enough left in the tank to be able to do it.
Stay right there.
Josh Webb with Associated Press. Ben, what do you think of the defense you guys had on Holmesley? Was it just he was making great shots, or could you guys?
Like, he made one in the first half on Q, in the first half at the end of the shot clock that was couldn't be defended any better, and he just knocked it down, and it really got him some confidence and got him going, I thought, from that shot forward. And then late, he heard us on a back door. They ran a nice little play where they're feeding the post and then screening out of it and bringing him high, and a little pin down, which, we'll see, we missed a couple times. I'll tell you what, their point guard hit a huge shot from 3 on a little handoff and came behind and knocked that down. That was the only one he took like that all day, but seen it a few times on film. And, he made big shots. He's a really good player, made all his, Kabil, made all his foul shots. So, those, 2 guys right there, he was the other guy, and he made his foul shots down the stretch, which, he wasn't missing. And they're a great foul shooting team.
Go on the left, second row.
Obviously, we already talked about the fouls and how much that affected the way you guys played the last 6 or 7 minutes. But, how much of it could have been your guys are looking at the scoreboard, you do have a 10-point lead. Do you feel like you guys were sort of sensing, it felt like in the crowd too, that you guys were sort of maybe sensing that a win was within reach, and then everything just sort of fell apart?
Are you trying to think we got overconfident? Is that the – yeah, I don't think that. I mean, I think, about everything that could go wrong for us went wrong, and that's tough, because these guys are hurting pretty bad in that locker room right now after, feeling good up 10, but things never over till it's over. And our guys have had enough experience and know that, and seen enough during their careers to know that.
We'll take one more in the front row.
I thought Lamar, really shot the ball well and was really effective offensively, and got some nice passes from Q, and did a good job knocking down the 3. I also was excited to see him finish at the rim. And think about it, there's another layup, where he missed it in the first half on the right hand. If you go back and look at some of our layups, like Reggie had one in the second half that was like, you couldn't believe it came back out. But, I thought Lamar had a really good game. And I want to say that, in terms of Q had a phenomenal career. To finish with over 2,000 points in his career at Mississippi State, You know, he improved every year. I'm just so proud of Q and Eric for everything they provided for our team over the last 4 years and what they did to help this program get back in the NCAA tournament. We'll always be very thankful and, you know, really, really appreciative of their efforts and what they've done for Mississippi State basketball.
Great. We'll close it out right there. Thanks, Coach.